How's it going, guys? Bring your platoon here, and welcome to another great game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. I'm going to yawn now. Nope, the yawn's over. That entire thing was the yawn. Today I'm going to be in the Tier 10 British heavy tank, the Chieftain. It's got 270 base pen for its APCR, and then its premium APCR is a measly 310 millimeters of penetration. And that's okay, because even with only a 120 millimeter on this thing, its shell velocity is fucking bonkers, and having 270 base pen for a heavy tank is nothing to scoff at. And I think the Hesh rounds are 120 or 140 millimeters of penetration, so that's pretty fucking hilarious. You'll have no problem going through waffles, turrets, or light tanks. It's pretty funny. You can Hesh them for like 500 or 600. It's pretty fucking up there on the whole fun things to do in this game. But this tank, let me just do a short little review on it. Like, if I aimed that shot, I probably would have hit him. Its turret dispersion is much like the Conqueror's. On the move, it's fucking bonkers. I think it's got like a vertical stabilizer. I have a vertical stabilizer on, a gun rammer, and vents. I don't think I have optics on, but judging by the map, I maybe don't? I don't know. I've got a pretty decent crew, and I have the view range perks and skills for it. But I don't know what I have on it as far as equipment goes. If I were to guess, it'd be vertical stabilizer, vents, and rammer, or vertical stabilizer, rammer, and optics. But those are the pretty much only two setups I could even imagine putting on this tank, because just maximizing your DPM is, well, essential for any tank. Unless you have terrible aim time and you just want to maximize that instead. But anyway, moving on, the stats of this tank, besides the penetration for the gun, which I already told you, and as well as the caliber of the gun, it's pretty slow. I don't really like that. It's, again, not very armored for a heavy, but that's to say the same for the Super Conqueror and Conqueror. In the sides, if you over-angle, you can be easily penned. This thing, unlike the Super Conqueror, doesn't have spaced armor all around its turret and on the side of it. But it's still fucking great. Protection. The turret, anyway. If you get hull down, nothing can pen you, but as soon as anything face hugs you, all they have to do is look down at your upper plate, and they can pen you no problem. Even face on, they can pen your upper plate. It's a little weird, but as soon as they have the slightest bit of angle, like aiming on top of it, they can pen it. It's only like 250 millimeters thick, or 264, or something like that, and they can pen it no problem. However, using all your gun depression, your armor on your turret is unmatched unless they aim for, like, I don't know, the turret ring. I don't know how strong it is because I don't have my Xbox One on, but the only downside to this turret compared to the Super Conqueror is that the hatch for it is flat as shit, and by the way, the DPM on it is phenomenal. You fire for the setup I have now. You fire every just under 7 seconds. Pretty fucking crazy. But as you can see, out in the open, tier 8s can pen this thing no problem. And then I get hit in the side by something else there. I forgot what it was already. But, yeah. It's a great tank. It's just a little slower than I would have liked. And I still prefer something like the E5 because these hull down to win tanks aren't really my style. Yes, they're good tanks, but I don't really enjoy that kind of gameplay just because it's quite simplistic. And I just don't enjoy playing like that. But, like, here's an FV 4005, very easy shots on him, and you gotta love the shell velocity on this thing. It's got like 40 kilometers of speed, but it's, what is it? Its horsepower is kind of shit per ton, if that's the way on how people... however the speed is measured and the power in the engine, its horsepower could use a little work because it does take a long time getting up to speed. It's much like the AMX 1357 in that fact, but despite that, it is just as fast as any other Tier 10 heavy, and definitely not slow by any means. But, like, I had a game in this thing. What's its dispersion? I think it's like 0.3 or 0.32 or something like that for the gun. But yeah, I was going on to say that I had a game in this thing where I was shooting at an E3, like, straight ahead, no angle at all, and I kept bouncing off his lower plate despite aiming directly in the middle, not too high, not too low, right in the middle of it with 270 base pen, and for some reason that wasn't enough. So that's a little strange. I don't know if it wasn't enough pen and I was just getting fucked by RNG in the penetration values, or if my gun was getting fucked for the accuracy. But, you know, not even 100 meters away and I can't pen an E3's lower plate. That's kind of, it's kind of disheartening, but that can happen with any tank, and I still think this tank is amazing. Like, its aim time is like 1.9 or 1.8 or something crazy, like maybe even 1.7. It's fucking bonkers, guys. Like, yeah, its gun depression is like 10 degrees. It's just, it's so good. It fires quick. If you get into a hold down position, you're fine. And, like, how... game, that is retarded that that didn't go through. I don't care what spaced armor he has on that. I guarantee I had enough pen after the round passed through the spaced armor and went through his hull. I guarantee I had enough pen. Why didn't that go through? Oh, that's right, because the Object 277 is fucking Russian, and that means let's take a look at what it was. Okay, so oh my god, the Object 277's roof is only 20 millimeters thick. I should have just shot at the roof of the fucking chassis or the ass end of the turret. Ooh, man, that turret is not looking good in the middle to the back ends. And neither is the ass end of the tank. The ass end of the 277 is only 50 millimeters thick, that armored part in the back. And the flat part under there is also 50 millimeters thick. Oh my fucking god. That's hilarious. Okay, so I shot at him like a downward angle. Oh, fucking blow me, tank. Or blow me, game. It's 200 and... if I'm even angling this right. It's got like 300 and something millimeters of armor with that fucking spaced armor there. A little lower, and it's only 150 millimeters thick, and the tiniest little sliver above the spaced armor is roughly 200. So I hit it just right to make it bounce, but that was me not even trying in a game, and I got 10,750 combined. Hard to play. Hard to play, hard to play, hard to play. And that was me going to bed for turning off my console. That was the last game of the night. So, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.